Hey there boys and girls, like Skillflaky here and welcome back to another CSGO video. Today I have some beginner tips for you guys, because I have seen lots of tutorials and tips and tricks, guides, videos, all of that. And many of them actually are only telling you how to control your spray, how to improve your aim and all of that stuff. And I mean, this is really important, don't get me wrong. And I will try to give my 2 cents on that as well, but there are a lot more important things that you should focus on first before you get to that. And it will also help you a lot more to get consistent with all the stuff that you do with aiming and just all the other stuff. So I thought I would make the series in order to get you guys some tips right from the get-go. Because of that, this episode will be about movement. The next one will be a little bit about how you should look around the map and maybe some crosshair placement, because this already goes a little bit into the aiming department. After that we have map knowledge and callouts. And after that we will talk a little bit more about the weapons. Then comes a big aiming chapter, and last but not least we'll talk a little bit again about game sense and how you could get it a little bit faster, some tips on it. But anyways, this episode is about movement. And now I would say let's get going. So back to the spawn. And the problem is that, like many tutorials or people that are giving advice have, is just aim up somewhere around here, then just go out, maybe even with a flash like that, just wait till it pops and then just shoot. You see, the bullets aren't very accurate in this example. They're just all over the place. The thing is now, you need to get down your movement first. So in order to help us with that, just type in your console, open it, CL_, and then go with show pause 1. You can see now in the upper left hand corner, we have at the very bottom the velocity. This is the speed at which you're moving at. So with a knife you're the fastest, so you will reach 250 velocity. You can also see that it takes a little time until I reach it, so it takes a little bit of time to accelerate and to decelerate. So 250, I'm letting go of the keys, It takes a little bit until you completely stop, so you're kind of floating a little bit. You need one more step in order to stop, or you need a couple of steps until you reach the full maximum speed. Of course, with other weapons like the AK, you're a little slower, 215 now. But it still takes a little bit of time to accelerate and to decelerate, so you have to keep that in mind, because it really is important. The thing is now that, as you can see, when, for example, someone's around this area at car, or maybe just at crossover right there, and you have an AK and you just want to go out there and peek him. You just move out and shoot. And I mean, the bullets, they hit somewhere, you probably would have hit him, but if he's if he's well aware of his movement, he probably will get you first. So the thing that I want to tell you is that you should be aware of how much you peek. This is enough. You do not have to peek more than this. You're just exposing yourself a lot more. This is enough. Also, the most important thing with aiming then, you have to stutter step. So you see, when I'm moving to the right and I'm hitting my left key, I'm instantly or almost instantly at 0. Same when I'm going left and hitting right, I'm still. And if I'm doing that, again, just watch the velocity in the upper corner right there. You're accurate again, 100%. So if you're just going out here and you're hitting the opposite key, you can instantly fire with a very high accuracy. So you see, at around chest, head height, this would have done a lot more damage. Also would have been a lot more controlled. So stutter stepping is a thing that you need to master. Usually it comes with time, but I think it's a lot better if you just go out there and practice it just go at a wall. And it's mostly about timing, so don't stress yourself at the beginning. Just shoot once and do it slowly like this. And then you can go faster and become quicker at it. And at one point you can also do it while just moving the whole time without stopping completely. Or kind of. So in between there's also a little 0 as soon as you're changing directions. I'm completely accurate myself, you can see. I'm still haven't mastered it completely. But like this, for example, if you're trying to pick someone up there and you're just doing that, just a stutter stepping left and right, and you know the timing, you got it down, you can basically just shoot and try to tap him or just burst him without standing still, because as soon as you're standing still or you're ducking, just go back there, standing still and trying to hit him like this, or even like ducking like that, you're a sitting target. So he has better cover up here. He will just, if he sees you, just like put a bot right here to just make it clear. If you're standing still, your enemy will have a very easy time just like doing this. So you should always either be moving or be very close to your cover in order to be able to retreat quickly. So just pre-fire like. You see, I'm not completely 100% accurate myself. It takes a little time to get it down, and all the warm-up guides are also really helpful for that because it helps you like get your game on. So now I want to quickly talk about crouch jumps and strafe jumps as well, just to like let you guys know what they are. So as a little example, you wanna, as a CT from down there, you wanna push up here and maybe get an early pick right here on cat. So what are you doing? Most people that haven't like mastered the movement yet, they will just like run out, hopefully with a knife. You should definitely do that. Go around like this, maybe jump there, I don't know. Go around like this, and you can see it takes quite some time until you finally reach cat right here, and probably the DTs are already there if they had a better spawn or just like didn't derp around all that much. So ways to do it faster, of course. Now if you're coming up here and you're at the box, you can crouch jump. So a normal jump, pressing forward and jumping won't help you up there. So as soon as you jump and crouch at the same time, you can get up here. Wow, nice. You can also get up here. You can also then like get on this ledge or on this box right here. Crouch jumping is a very essential skill that you need to master in order to move around the map. Like many people are, oh no, like I'm just train my aim and control like all the way the pattern and I'm fine. Not really. Like if you want to do a fast push, like that won't help you. So if you just like crouch jump up here, go on the ledge right there, tucked up a little, and then you want to strafe jump, for example, like just go over here and move out like that. So you see, I kind of did a little wiggle. The thing with strafe jumping is it makes you faster. So watch the velocity when I do it. This was 280 now, so this was kind of fast. So when you're strafing, you're also getting faster. Strafing is of course mid-air. After you've let go of the W and jump key, you want to hit like the direction key of which your mouse is moving. So if I'm moving to the left, I'm obviously hitting the left key after I've let go of space and W. Otherwise you won't do it. It will just look like this then. See? It even like decreases speed. So you want to just like jump and like have them completely in sync and just, god damn it, I said in sync, completely synced so that you can gain velocity, be a little bit faster. But keep in mind, for example, you can see it when you're running and jumping. When you're hitting the bottom, the floor again, you see it decreases your velocity for a little bit until you have like full speed again. So something like bunny hopping can make you faster, but it's really inconsistent in CSGO, so I wouldn't really worry too much about it. It's somewhat of a not as necessary skill as strafe jumping is. The thing now is, with strafe jumping, you're also able to move mid-air. So if I'm not strafing and I want to like jump right here to the car back there, or just into this direction while I'm starting like this, it didn't work. Obviously, I was just going in a straight line. And if you're strafe jumping, you can also then adjust how you want to go mid-air without having to like aim at where you want to go in the beginning. So for example, if I go here, I can then strafe out like this and just cross this part a lot better than, for example, if I would try to do it like just go like here and then do it like this, because of course I have no control mid-air, then I'm just like floating. And also, if you're like changing directions quickly, so for example, watch 250, it's always going down to 220, 230. So if you're doing that too rapidly and too hasty, too twitchy, then you will also lose velocity. So you should make sure that you kind of like really in sync, do it in a smooth motion, and you will get it down. You can also then jump on this box, get down here, and voila. Of course, like this, you're exposing quite a bit of yourself, so something like that would be better. Or even if you just want to like just get quickly to this point right here and just aim right there. So yeah, this is pretty much it about movement. There are 3 things to summarize it that you should get down. One thing is stutter stepping, so make sure you're completely still before you shoot in order to hit your targets. It will make you harder to hit and it will make yourself more accurate. You will know when to fire and you will get more consistent with your aiming. Second thing, easy, just jump and crouch, which will be a crouch jump just right here. Or just on this box right there. And you will get on obstacles or onto obstacles that you probably wouldn't have been able to reach. There's also a nice spot right there. Just like, for example, if you want to go up here, you can't do it. So with a little bit of more speed, jump from right here and do the crouch jump and you can reach it. Or just like go right to this corner and aim at the middle of the box, and you can also then just jump up right there without a crouch jump even. But yeah, crouch jump's really important as well. And last but not least, and this would be strafe jumping. You do not have to be perfect, you just want to like know how to manipulate yourself while you are mid-air, because otherwise you're just like floating, fuck this shit. So you're an easy target to hit. Also, it will make you faster, and when you get the movement down, you will get a lot more consistent with all the other stuff, trust me. But yeah, this was the first episode of the little tip series, beginner tips, with the movement. Trust me, get movement down first, you will get more consistent with everything. Just like think of it like as in real life. If you do not know how to move, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you don't know how to move, like, how are you thinking you're going to compete against others? It's kind of like common sense. But yeah, I think it's pretty much all for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you want to see the next episode and more stuff like this. And like Skill Figure out.